between 1 to 5 pounds will be suitable. If you have multiple options, feel free to interchange as we progress through the workout. We're gonna get right into it. So I'm gonna start in an all fours position, and we call this first exercise scapular glide. So it's meant to warm up your upper back and your shoulder blades. So I'm gonna start with my hands under my shoulders, my knees under the hips. So I'm in this all fours position. Right away, I start to feel through my core, the tops of my shins and even the tops of my feet. Those are all pushing heavy down into the mat. So from here, I'm gonna draw my shoulder blades together, and then I'm gonna push my hands into the mat, kind of releasing my shoulder blades apart. So it's this very small move, and if you've never done this, it takes a couple tries just to kind of get the feeling of it all. Drawing the shoulder blades together and then pushing away. About 3 more here. And then 1 more. And then come back in. We're set up here. So now I'm still on my all fours. I'm gonna grab one weight. I'm gonna reach it forward into my left hand, and then I'm gonna extend my right leg back and just start in a hold. So finding the balance of it all, we're gonna pull the arm and the leg in together and then extend it out. We pull in and we extend. So this is basically your opposite arm, your opposite leg reach. It's also called a bird dog. I'm pulling in through my powerhouse and then extending. Not only am I starting to fire through the left shoulder, but a lot of core, and then even my right glute as I find that long extension through the right leg. Last time, hold. Now, my leg and my arm are gonna reach opposite directions, and then I'm gonna come forward. So I reach opposition and come forward. This is more of a challenge through your core. But again, you're gonna feel a lot of shoulder because we're holding that weight. Last time, that was about 5 total. We'll bring it in and we'll repeat on the second side. So setting up, weight comes into my right hand. I'm gonna do that, my opposite arm leg reach, hold, flexion, pull it through, and then lengthen to reach. Inhale to flex the spine, pull the knee and arm in. Exhale to extend. Very funny, again, one side definitely feels more balanced than the other. I'm sure that's the same for you. 2 more here. And then hold. From here, the arm and the leg reach in opposition of one another, and then we pull back in. Inhale as we reach. Exhale, pull it all back center. 3 more. Two more. And then your last one. Bring it in and down. Nicely done. We're gonna grab both of our weights and I'm gonna turn. So I'm sitting upright to start. I'm sitting on my sits bones, and then I reach my arms forward. And then from here, I'm going to begin my roll down series. I'm continuing my warm up with the weights, taking my weights overhead, but I'm not flaring at my rib cage on my roll down. So being really kind of present here, tucking the tailbone under, finding that scoop through the low abs. My arms are just an extension of my shoulders, so I'm using my core to roll down. As my arms reach, I'm keeping my ribs knit together. And then I roll up. No momentum, just the strength through your core. As far as my legs, I'm remaining parallel. And I like to personally dig my heels down. That helps me ground a little bit more. And it really fires my abs in a way where I'm not kind of overcompensating for my hip flexors. One last time. we're gonna stay down. So this next exercise is gonna be a little bit of a bridge series, but more hamstring focused. So I'm gonna stay to my heels, and I'm gonna not walk my heels in as far as I would if I was just doing a typical bridge. I'm gonna find a little bit of length. So this one should be more back of the legs as opposed to glutes. You'll definitely feel glutes for sure, but I want more hamstring. So the further you can extend the legs out, the more hamstring you're gonna feel. So I'm pressing both hips up as I drive my heels down and then drop my hips. Again, for 6 more, and then we're gonna incorporate the arms of it all. We're gonna hold the bridge in 3, in 2, hold your bridge on 1. Now I'm gonna reach my arms back, and then I'm gonna bend at my elbow joint and kick my palms up. So I'm keeping my elbows locked in place, and we call these skull crushers, all the while maintaining that bridge through the hamstrings. Holy moly, they're on fire. 5 more here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both arms up, bring the hands back in line with your shoulders, and then drop your hips. Nicely done. Let's hug our knees into our chest, a little bit of a rock, and then we're going to stay curled up. So I'm curling up from my upper ribs, right? So not from my neck. I want to keep the length of my cervical spine, but rather coming up and over my rib cage. And right away I feel my core. I'm just gonna start to bicep curl the arms here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We're gonna add on a layer here in 4 reps. I'm gonna extend a leg, alternating in 2, and then 1. So now as I curl, I reach, pull it in, reach, reach. Now, at this moment, you might feel a hell of a lot of a strain in your neck. Very typical, just because your head is very heavy. Your head can weigh anywhere between 10 and 16 pounds. So it's a lot of it can be a lot of strain on your neck to support that weight. In which case, let's just take our head down, right? So the essence of the exercise is the same. What might change is how long and how high you're reaching your leg. So if your leg is too low, your low back lifts off the mat, and we want to keep that low back anchored down. That keeps our pelvis neutral, and it also protects your low back. So just be mindful of that. Switch. After a few reps, if you want to curl back up, you can. Last time, and hold. Reach in opposition, pull it in. Exhale, reach. Inhale, draw it in. Breathe through these. Get definitely quite a bit of a challenge, reaching the arms and legs in opposition with the addition of your weights. 2 reps and we hold this boat pose. Last one, we're here for a hold for 8 seconds. Curl up 1 inch higher, hollow out those weights, the low abs rather, for 3, 2, 1, and recover. Take your head down, another rock, left to right. From here, I'm gonna roll myself up, and then I'm gonna finish here with some arms. So, let's come into a split stance lunge position. So we're gonna start with your left foot forward, your right leg back. Your left knee, your hip, knee, toe are in alignment, and then your right hip is under, your knee is under your hip. So from here, draw the belly in, find that posture, and we're gonna reach the arms forward. We're here for about 10 reps. So our goal for this last few minutes is to work upper body to fatigue. So you're gonna feel a lot of burning, and that's meant to be like that, but meant to build endurance using lightweight but high reps. 4 more. 3, 2, hold 1, we open, and we close. Keep that posture. Keep pulling the low abs in. Full engagement through your powerhouse. 2 more here. 1 more, hold open. We're gonna flip back, flip forward, flip back, forward. Keep that strong body position so you're not letting your weights kind of change your form. You're staying strong throughout. 5, 4, we're going into your hug a tree next in 3, 2, 1. Hold the palms forward, soften the shoulders and elbows. We close like we're hugging at a big beach ball. We take the arms up, we take the arms down, and we open. That's the set here. We close, we lift, we lower, and we open and close. One more of each. And now hold the arms here, little circles for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, other way. Go 4, 3, 2, 1. Last bit here, we're gonna bring the arms down. You're gonna send your left leg back. If you wanna have the weights in your hands, you can. If you rather push them off to the side, that's fine too. We're gonna tricep push up, left leg extends as we bend. 5 more. Two more. Last time. Come in, all fours, same set, or similar set rather, except with your right foot forward. So now reorganize your body. Your hip, knee, toes are in a line. My left knee and hip are in alignment. I'm squeezing my glutes, pulling my belly in, finding that posture. From here, I'm gonna reach my arms out in front of my body, but to the side. So it's a lateral reach, but at an angle. Heart rate might have gone up after those push-ups. Steady your breath. Just be present, be in this moment. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, hold them out on 1. We're gonna repeat that, but it's a smaller move, so it's in, then just reach. In, reach for 6, 5, holy shoulder, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold, close. Now I'm gonna hold my weights closed. I'm just gonna squeeze in. So I'm using my chest, my inner arms, and you can't even barely see the movement, but I'm using my chest muscles to squeeze into the weights. For 4, 3, 2, 1, bring them in. I'm gonna hinge forward now. I'm gonna reach my arms back and now just hinge at my elbow and then kick it back. So while you're here, watch the positioning again. Don't collapse into your thigh, but instead keep a nice space of distance between your rib cage and your femur here. Thigh bone rather, for those that not quite sure what a femur is. I didn't for a while until I started teaching Pilates. One more, hold, little circles, back, back. Other way. Now just up and up to finish here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your weights in and through. down to the sides, up, in and out of the feet. Extend the right leg back now. Your last change here. Last bit are those tricep push-ups before we wrap it up. So make these the best ones you've done yet. This is where we're gonna finish this morning. About 5 more. Decide if you want the weights in your hands or not. 3 more. Last time. And bring it on in. Whew, that is it, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. See you guys soon.